Our final segment here on Offside Sports, brought to you by Turtlebox Audio. Live free, listen louder. Find their amazing lineup of outdoor Bluetooth speakers at turtleboxaudio.com. Always a big thank you to Paul Teron, everybody at 84 Lumber in Otay Mesa, California. They supplied us with the building materials for our brand new stage we sit upon right now. Reach out to Paul for all your building questions and needs at paul.teron at 84lumber.com. Okay, we will get to our bets of the show coming up here to end the show, and it's very ugly for me. It's kind of okay for you, and for Allison Ratzlaff, who's off doing something. It's looking good for her. We'll get to that in a couple of moments. But Dave,
Yep.
one of the big stories as far as fan and fan actions and the way they carry themselves came out of Miami about a week ago, where Harrison Bader of the Philadelphia Phillies, who were visiting the Marlins, we have the tape of the incident. He hits a home run into deep left field.
Yes.
Ball lands.
Yep.
There's a scramble, and we can see right here on the screen. Here's the ball landing, and it was a moonshot. It was a hell of a home run. So this guy in the red comes over and goes, "Oh, thank you." And he walks back over to his son.
Yes.
And he puts it in his son's glove. And
On his
says,
birthday.
On his birthday. "Here, happy birthday, Jerry," or whatever his name is. And the kid's like, "Sweet, man, I'm a Phillies fan. I got a Harrison Bader home run ball. Everything is hunky-dory." And then this Karen comes screeching over, "That's my baseball. You stole it from me. Blah, 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 blah." And, of course, this thing now has blown up.
Yes.
In Homeric portions,
Yes.
where the father, he doesn't know what this crazy woman is going to do. He eventually pulls the ball out of his son's glove,
Yeah.
gives it to Reverse Skunk
Yes.
right there, and she walks off. And then before we talk about what happened with the kid and the dad, she wore it the rest of the game. There were people in the stands. There was a guy in a Philadelphia Phillies jersey who was giving her S, and she got over and went in his face, and they were booing her, and she's flipping off the fans and stuff. Before we talk about what ended up happening with the father and the kid, I don't think they've correctly identified her yet. There was a woman who was getting dragged.
Yeah,
and she
the
was
wrong
like,
woman.
"Hey, it's not me. It's not me."
Yeah. Wrong. The guy that wrong, which is the worst.
Yeah,
right?
totally the worst.
Yeah. It's the worst when it's the wrong person. We're all so quick to get angry.
Absolutely.
Look, it's a kid's game, and so it's always interesting to me when, first of all, you look at the baseball, it was in that fan's row, not her row, it was in their row.
Yeah.
The ball was loose. He didn't rip it out of her hand. It wasn't one of those. He gave it to his kid. It would have been a great story. On your birthday, here we are in Miami,
Yes.
Phillies fans playing the Phillies, and we got a ball.
Yep.
How great is this? Well, it became a disaster. And then, of course, it was fixed, but they didn't know at the time it was going to be fixed.
Right.
Now, there's always interesting. I'm going to take a side that's kind of strange, because as an adult, you're an adult, I'm an adult, but we were kids once. We always wanted a ball too.
Never even got close.
Okay, one time, Mike, I got a ball. And I coached a kid who was making his debut, and I went to watch him. I went to the game by myself. Sure enough, I get a ball. And I go, "Oh my gosh, I got a ball from his first game. I'm going to give it to him. If he doesn't have one, I'm going to keep it for myself."
Right.
And this little kid comes up to me and goes, "Can I have the ball?"
Yeah.
And I went, and I gave him the ball. And as he's walking away, his dad goes, "What are you doing, Tommy? That's the 5th one you got today." And I was like, I'm never doing that again. And I'm going to tell you right now, if that ever happens to me again, I'm going to say, guess what? I was a kid once too. I never got one. I'm keeping this one. Or I'm going to say, I have a kid at home, and I told him I'd bring him a ball back if I got it. It's going to my kid, but I'm keeping it. I'm never giving a ball to a kid again, ever.
Stupid Tommy. I would have picked him up and flung him onto the field.
I'm still frustrated by it. I did the right thing.
I'm mad for you.
And this saying nice guys finish last is true. That's
true.
what I got. I should have kept the ball.
Okay, as anybody knows, when a home run ball goes into the stands, or a foul ball for that matter, it is the Wild West. There's no rule, there's no decorum, there's no set, you have to act this way, you have to do that. It's every man or woman for themselves.
A $10 ball is important.
It's very important. And I think, Dave, I'm glad you highlighted the fact that the stupid ball was not even in her row. It fell before her. And I'm sorry, unless you get an iron grip on that ball, it's a free-for-all.
Exactly.
And the guy didn't even pull it out of her hands.
No.
It's just he was quick on the draw. He got the souvenir. Anyhow, the Phillies and the Marlins, their PR departments, and kudos to them for being on top of it. They find out, all right, this you-know-what has taken this kid's ball back.
Yep.
And I think the Phillies sent a representative out there.
The Marlins first went out with a whole goodie bag.
A goodie bag
but
of
let's
stuff.
be honest, that kid's like, I'm not a Marlins fan. He gave me a whole bag of stuff from a team I was rooting against for 3 hours? What? But look, they tried.
Yeah,
But
and that's all that matters.
Yeah, the Phillies did the right thing, which is a lot harder when you're on the road. They brought the kid down underneath. He met Harrison Bader. He got a bat. He got a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
It made it so worth it. That lady was the best thing to happen to that family.
Pretty much. And I love Harrison Bader signed the bat, said F that B. And I love the fact that he autographed it that way. And this woman now, and rightly so, I'm sorry, I don't feel for you at all. She's saying she can't go out of her house. She goes into restaurants and stuff. She gets booed and things like that. And right, it's a $10 ball and it's a little kid.
How about getting a new dye job? No one will find who you are.
Thank you.
Because you look like the lady from 101 Dalmatians. People go, that's her.
She is Cruella de Vil when you stop and think about it. But fan behavior as a whole is so out of control. And I don't know about you, but I even think twice about taking my wife and son to a baseball game, which is normally very subdued, just nice night out at the ballpark. I will not take them to an NFL game. And if you mentioned it earlier, if you saw what happened during the Texans-Rams game at SoFi this past weekend, there was a brawl of brawls, and that a woman is being escorted away, and she is just leaking blood.
Yes, broken nose, the whole deal.
Yeah, she got caught in a Labanza.
She did. She was wearing the J.J. Watt jersey.
Yeah.
Authentic J.J. Watt jersey, authentic J.J. Watt face. She walked out of there just like it. And it was Aaron Donald taking her to town. Look, she was throwing punches. I would love to defend this lady, but she was out of control too. All right, I'm not for fan violence. I think it's always a little bit crazy, but she was out of control. And look, go and behave. Cheer for your team.
Yeah.
But people do take it to another level. It's a little crazy. I had a situation, two of them. I had one a couple years ago in San Diego, being a Dodger fan. Two guys followed me to my car in the parking lot and try to fight. And if I didn't hear the guy talking to his buddy before they did it, I would have been jumped. But I was able to get one guy before the other guy. But it was like, guys, I didn't play. You didn't play either.
Yeah,
You just know that I was rooting for a team that wasn't your team, and so that's insane. But when I was younger, Mike, I was a Raiders season ticket holder when they were in L.A., and it's me and my buddy, and they're playing the Niners, and I'm like, this is mostly Raider fans.
Oh, say no more.
And some Niner guys went at it, and I mean, it was bad. And so we got jumped by four guys, 4 against 2, really 4 against 1. My friend did nothing. And no, one Raider fan came to help me, going, Raider Nation, once a Raider, always a Raider. BS, not if you're a fan. And then the LAPD did nothing to help me. They were like, dude, you better get out of here because it's only going to get worse.
We're going to let you run.
And I was like, I couldn't believe. Like, we paid for tickets, and it was a terrible experience.
Yeah, a lot of angry, frustrated people show up. A lot of good people do, but a lot of angry, frustrated people show up to NFL games, and they just sit there, and they start drinking at 6 in the morning.
Yep.
And so by the time they get to the game, it's like they are loaded for bear. What do they say? You know, instant a-hole, just add alcohol.
How many times have you, though, you're a sideline reporter, have been for years in the NFL.
All the time.
How many times have you sat there and looked at the players on the field and looked at the guys in the front row and gone, man, those guys in the front row seem to want it a lot more than the guys in front of me 100%. Actually dictating the game?
All right, quickly, we'll get to our bets of the show, and we'd like to welcome a brand new sponsor to our bet of the show segment, Owner's Box Daily Fantasy Sports. Sign up today at ownersbox.com. Secure and fast withdrawals, industry-leading rewards, and in-house user support all at your fingertips. Click on ownersbox.com and start playing today. All right, Allison Ratzlaff is leading the pack. She is at plus 4 points. She won again last week. Dave, you're in even 0. You won, and you came up from -1.
Yeah.
I lost. Geno Smith had over 33.5 attempts against the Pats. I am now -4 as our points go. Allison did send her bet in, so Christy, if you want to get her bet up, I think she chose, I have no idea who she chose. Right there, sorry, Jared Allen. Bills take on, Jared Allen. God. Josh Allen. Bills take on the Jets in New York, over 234.5 yards passing. Dave, who are you going with?
I'm going with Dak Prescott. Not a Cowboy fan, but if you play fantasy football, you know Dak puts up tremendous fantasy numbers.
Right.
Dak Prescott, I'm going to go with the Dak Street Boys to have over 249.5 passing yards against the Giants. Did not throw for one touchdown against the Eagles. He makes up for it this weekend.
All right, and I'm going to go with Commanders rookie running back Corey Krosky, Merritt, more than 9.5 attempts as far as carrying the ball in their game at Lambeau actually tonight. All right, as we put a lid on this episode of Offside Sports, a massive thank you to everybody here at the Loft 100 Studios for making this show possible. Thanks to Turtle Box Audio, Municipal Clothing, Babemos Tequila, Chase the Sun at WeDrinkTequila.com, 84 Lumber for the support and partnership, and Turf & Sons for the surface of our brand new stage. Click on turfandsons.com today. Most of all, thanks to you for hanging out with us. For Dave Palais, yes, and Allison Ratzlaff, no, she's not here. I'm Mike Costa. We'll see you next time on Offside Sports.